Yes, peoples. Welcome back to another episode of the Stockroom podcast, where I am joined by Michael Jackson Jr.
No, I am Jay-Z.
What?
Right now with the
Marv.
Yeah.
His quality.
I cooked this fit.
You know, yeah. Now that you said cooks, I'm so glad. I'm gonna put the Thierry.
Hey man.
Look, when I see Vinicius Jr. on the ball, I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. I can, he's cooking.
When he said that, I was like,
I was so shocked.
you know what? Like,
He was cooking. I said, yo.
you see, Vinny, like he was
He was doing
cooking.
something. When he plays, I see him. He's doing something. He was cooking.
But yeah, I'm not gonna call you Jay-Z. I'm so sorry. Michael Jackson Jr. and we are joined by the Triple XL. Triple XL guys. If you turn on the YouTube, come and watch us on YouTube. You see Michael in his bagginess.
Guys,
Michael's trousers were just swallowing it.
This is swallow.
Guys.
You know what they said? Simple motherfucker. Simple money.
I was doing this before Aisha Care was popping. I was in the flared trouser.
Michael's the Joa before Joa.
Hey, facts. But hey, back in some wide leg joints. You vibing today. Yeah, man. E-man, welcome to today's episode.
Thank you. That
of
feels
the pod.
weird.
I know, right?
I've never.
You never get the reception, innit? Feels nice, innit?
Yeah.
That's good. How are you? How's your week? Let's keep it going.
This feels like pressure. No, it's good, man. It was calm.
That's your first touch.
You're a prick. Man on. Nah, it was good, man. It was calm. I can't remember what happened over the weekend. I don't think I. Oh yeah, it was Easter last weekend.
Yes, it was.
Big up Easter. Big up God.
Praise
Shout out Jesus, man.
Big up, big
Fresh
J.
home from the tomb.
Come on,
Praise him.
Lie.
come on.
And then man got the robe drip on point.
Different.
That's your VVS, man.
Different.
Glistening
White linen,
on guard.
white cloth.
You couldn't touch it if you tried.
That is 700 GSM right there, man.
Oh, 700. Please, you're underestimating.
Don't underestimate.
Don't
That
underestimate.
GSM is over 1,000.
Hey, man, on phone.
That robe is thick.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Man said Lazarus. Who?
That can't go in. I knew it was gonna get bad, but I didn't see that coming.
Man said Lazarus. Who?
What the
Lazarus
heck? What the heck? Why did we get there?
Oh my gosh.
5 minutes in.
Man said Lazarus has Lazarus has nothing on me.
You thought you did it. I'm him.
Can't believe this.
You thought I resurrected you?
No. This is the Bible. Let's stop. What the heck?
Oh, but yeah.
Yes, E-man, how was your week?
No, it was good. It's good apart from that. Yeah, same old.
Oh.
Let's move to Bolu, how was your week?
My week was good, man. Praise God.
What have you been up to, man?
It's been working. All my boys getting married soon, so we went to go collect the agbada and the
That's lit, man.
and all the
What's that about?
It's the
Explain it to her.
It's the one that you throw over your shoulders
Yeah.
and you're walking around like you own the place.
and then whenever it drops on one shoulder, you have to go.
And pick it back up. Essentially, it is a rope.
Yes,
Sort of.
with armhole.
Yeah.
That's a real armhole.
With real big armhole.
That's the way you said it like that. I feel uncomfortable. But yeah, man, no, it's big drip still, I can't lie.
That's serious, and it's a nice deep purple as well.
Huh?
It's a
Purple?
deep, the color, yeah.
Bleng.
Oh, right.
Bleng.
Decent.
Real
So,
tea, I like it.
for real. Yeah, Michael, how are you?
I'm good, man, I'm good. Just been busy, man.
Speaking of purple.
Praising. Yeah.
Speaking of purple, man, on topic, you know what I'm saying? This is a bit of a lilac, to be specific.
Sorry.
But you know what I mean? Like, it was cool, man. Like, what did I do? Easter was cool, church service, you know what I mean? Came home, ate well, life was good. And then just been kind of flat out since then, working. Couple things are potentially on the horizon, so we're just, slowly cooking on a couple burners, trying to see what's going on.
happening.
Hey, man. And then I can speak about this one. I modelled for office menswear.
I was gonna ask you if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, I can speak about that. So that's calm. So yeah,
Big model, the M1 in the M1 show.
Hey,
It was
man.
for
Model
model.
These are Model 1.
hey man. So yeah, it was cool, man. I can't lie. I was speaking about it with my boys today, innit? because I was like to him, well, I told him what I was doing on the day. He was like, he bantered me in it, and I laughed because it was funny. He was like, what? So models can be your height? And obviously, don't get me wrong, I found it funny. And I was like, you know what? When I was younger, like growing up, I always used to think models were like 6'3".
Yeah.
Like 6'2", like I always felt like you had to be like tall to be a model. So it was cool to be appreciated. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it was good vibe, man.
I said they got Michael down in the equality and inclusivity route.
Hey man, just know I'm not petite. I'm not in the petite category. Praise God. Praise God. But yeah, man, that was cool.
Everyone's 6+, and they got Michael just to feel the good.
Hey man. No, but like it was obviously like it was
a bag's a bag, man.
Facts.
But it was cool, like where the clothes that were styled, that were chosen for me, I like wearing the clothes.
Yeah, even on your story, I was like, yeah, this seems.
There were certain pieces that were cool in it. The whole fit, maybe not for me. Like some fits, I was wearing shorts. Right now, I don't really see myself as a shorts guy. I might explore that later down the line. But it was cool to like just explore fits, and I feel like generally speaking, when I walk around, I'm wearing the clothes aren't wearing me. When I was on the shoot, I felt like I was wearing the clothes weren't wearing me or swallowing me. I didn't feel uncomfortable. So yeah, man, it was a cool experience, and like everybody I met there.
So nothing swallows you. Not even your clothes now. It's crazy.
That is such a nuts thing to say, man.
That
is so mad.
I said clothes.
No. That is crazy. Anyways.
But yeah, man, no, it was a cool shoot, man. Honestly, it's a cool shoot. And obviously moving on from obviously menswear, footwear, styling and whatnot. Let's get into what's on feet today, guys.
Yeah, man.
So we're gonna start off with
let's start with E-Man.
Okay, we're gonna start off with E-Man. E-Man, what have you got on feet today?
So Nike sued them.
Painful one.
They came back.
You know, it's funny, nobody knows what we're talking about yet, so keep going.
Well, yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
They've sued so many people.
Yeah, it's true. Nike sued so many people.
Hey man, they've been on the
these
world
people,
tour.
they didn't. What was the actual verdict of that? I can't remember.
I don't think it's been finalized yet. I don't think
Oh
it's
yeah,
been finalized.
they haven't reached a conclusion.
Yeah.
Anyways,
they're still dropping silhouettes.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, they are.
They're still dropping colorways as well.
And gifted
I'm
unity.
wearing the Bape. I think they're Courtsters or Skatesters. I can't remember.
Skatesters, definitely.
Yeah, Bape. Selfridges boy. Wearing the Court Skatesters. Obviously in my Travis colorway because I couldn't afford Travis's. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing. Michael.
Yeah, man. I am wearing my Teddy Santis 99 TV Freeze.
Very on brand from last week.
Yeah, man. You know,
Still
keeping it consistent.
Yeah, you know.
Fair enough.
But you know, doing something a little different. You know what I'm saying?
If you haven't seen last week's episode, when you finish this episode,
Go tap into the other one.
Go and check back.
Yeah, man. And then, Bo, what you got on feet today?
I got some Supreme Air Force Ones in the wheat.
Flax.
Vibes. Come on.
Yeah.
Keep steady.
Hey, man.
It's still flax weather, isn't it? Yeah. Still.
Yeah. I think flax weather starts now, to be fair.
Ends or starts?
No, because you don't want to wear it too much in the winter, though. I mean, it works as a colour for winter, but if you care for your shoes, you don't wear it too much in the winter.
So when would you say it ended then? It ends?
I'd say probably you can get away with it till about maybe when we get to about June-ish times.
June?
Yeah.
Flax?
In the UK.
May, bro.
In the UK.
Yeah, in May.
Nah. In the UK, you can do flax up until June still.
It's like an end in spring type of.
Yeah, like we're breaking into summertime, like real
Yeah.
summer kind of thing.
That's why, like, obviously with the movement of summer, like the actual landing of summer, May, June times make sense for me. I don't know. I get why you might not want to wear them in June, but I feel like we reached the peak July, August, so you can still, you know, work your way there.
Yeah, I guess so.
And you can still put in the color palette a little bit, so yeah.
Yeah, it's neutral tones, isn't it? It works on
Exactly.
everything.
Exactly.
Bro, my mind's gone blank.
What's that?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to talk about.
What is that?
What is that?
What's
Michael,
is that?
what is that?
What is that?
What's that shoe? So today, guys, we have got the Air Jordan 4 Pine Green SB Leng shoe.
Yeah.
No cap.
See the gum on the seal.
Bro, the gum sole,
Yeah.
the mixture with the white, you get up to the green layers around the actual sole of the shoe. You've got that cream sort of leather in that. You've got that cream leather, obviously contrasted by.
Did it come through your phone?
No, it's on Do Not Disturb.
Mode.
Then you've got the cream leather on the upper, contrasted by the grey suede around the toe box. You've got the typical netting in the same colorway as well. The red Jumpman logo by the
Nice
green
touch.
Nike flat. Nice little additional detail. And then obviously the most important piece of information here, you've got the Nike SB heel tab, Leng heel tab. Nike Air, Nike SB on the heel tab. We're cooking something special. And this one here is something special. So much so that it's the SP with the special box. So
I was speaking to somebody about this, and they were basically saying how this shoe isn't too dissimilar from the Air Jordan 4 Neon. Like do you know the Air Max 95 Neon?
Oh, no. How
In
so?
terms of how padded the shoe is.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
And I
hear
was
it.
like, I never thought of that. That and the Black Hats.
People think the Black Hats were padded like that.
Yeah, well, the Black Hats were quite a. Looking at it was
Yeah.
quite a bulky shoe in terms of.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a bit thicker than my cool greys.
Yeah, the cool greys weren't. Don't forget, there's like different models of fours that they use for different.
Yeah.
I would say, like, looking at it, the bread or black cement Air Jordan 4s is more thinner.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
That's more thinner.
The fire red thoughts?
Fire Red 4s is thin as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because I feel it a lot.
Yeah. Fire Red 4s is thin. Canyon Purples, I think, is quite thin as well.
Canyon Purples is a bit thicker.
Okay, cool.
A bit thicker.
I think it's sometimes when you see it through the tongue and like the padding on the sides.
Yeah.
So yeah, this shoe is quite thick, and it was like, if you can pay $205 for this, what's the difference between that and like a neon Air Jordan 4 where it's this in terms of it's the same padding, if that makes sense.
If they're the same padding, then it just comes down to colorway and wearability, I guess.
Yeah.
And really and truly, when those dropped, I did not see myself grabbing them.
Scary.
So yeah.
I had a twitch of that neon Air Jordan 4 for like a second.
Just get down, that's 95.
I thought of it for a second, and then I saw people wearing it because that shoe was.
I feel like I remember we had
was
this
about-
conversation. You saw it on every rapper, and then all of a sudden,
It was. No, yeah, we spoke about it as a gangbanger shoe.
Yeah.
For a second, I was like, maybe. And then I was like, nah. I think it lasted like a week. Have you guys had shoes that like has given you that same of, ooh, for a week, it's like, I think I like it. And then you snap out of it. Because I can name you a few, I can't lie.
Shadow 2.0.
Is it?
Fairs.
Minimal seconds. Minimal.
You were missing out on the Shadow 1.0s, that's why.
Literally. I just needed a shadow in it. Like
Yeah.
That shoe's like a Duro type shoe in it.
Yeah.
Like any way you can wear it, just put it on. But seeing it in person, I held it for maybe 20 of my 28 days. I could keep it or had to return it. I returned it, just got my full refund.
Oh, you actually got it?
Yeah, I got it. I got it from Offspring.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Then I got my full refund back because obviously I returned it in time. Innit? Did my review, gave my opinions, and that was it.
Okay.
Because I didn't wear them, so it was calm.
Go on, Bolly.
Them ones that look like Baron.
What, the stage hazers?
Yeah, I felt it for a bit, then I unfelt it.
Fairs?
I don't
That's
even
a
know if
decent shoe, though.
It is a decent shoe. If you went back for that shoe, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
I would.
Fairs.
Would you still go back for it?
No, I wouldn't. There's other things I'd rather go back for,
Like,
like the Argon dunks,
Real? Oh, I saw you did
the
that.
LA Dodger dunks.
oh yeah.
The
I think I also had it with. Do you remember the shout out K? He did a review on it.
This is a pair of GR dunks, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a blue dunk with like a creamish sole. I can't remember the name of it. It released like 2 years ago.
Techie one.
It's not Sambas. It's like the Sambas. The Sambas were a dunk with like, they had a hint of red. I can't remember. A college navy?
Okay.
I was asking the wrong person, man.
Maybe.
I can't remember.
I don't know because I like through this whole period, I haven't been too big on dunks.
Yeah.
Like,
man.
I feel like they're just art wheel shoes. Every shoe they've produced covers the art wheel. I saw a pair of purple and black dunks today.
Are you talking about the one with lingerie on it?
No, it's just standard purple and black dunk.
Do you know the dunk I'm talking about? The dunk that has lingerie on it.
That's the pink one.
The pink
with
and purple.
black burgundy-ish
Lingerie.
deep brown.
You-
It's got like a frill on the tick. It's like mainly pink.
Oh yeah.
Lingerie dunk.
That is.
I think
crazy.
even released around Valentine's.
It was Valentine's Day
it
drop.
was,
Yeah, it was.
That is crazy.
In full size run as well.
Is it?
Size run.
Sat fully.
Nice, man.
Of all she used to do full size run with, that one was
That
the
is
one.
crazy.
Lingerie dunk.
And I'm not even talking about like a 3 to 11, brother. Sat
Oh, 3 to 11
for
page,
time.
that's me.
Went into sale, came back, sat. Like
Yeah,
that shoe.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah, man. That she's been through it still.
Ah, yeah.
But yeah,
that's-
I just feel like I saw the purple and black what's it called? Dunks. I wasn't moved. Purple and black moves me as a collab of colors.
yeah, but if you're talking about in terms of like color blocking, then that's what can throw it off.
Yeah, to be fair. Anyway, just bring me the purple 1.0s.
Yeah.
Court purple J1 1.0s and the 8.5. You have that pair. Locate me, and I will locate you, and we can do as long as they're real. Because bring me any fake business, I promise you, I'm blowing you up. Metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, please, metaphorically.
Metaphorically speaking.
Before you get us flagged for
Nah, man.
for any type
Hey
of
man,
craziness.
no, they're gonna get you out here for real.
But talking about court purples,
Go on.
Go on,
I have a game.
Okay,
go
go on.
on.
It's called Top 5.
Top five.
Go on.
I'm a whole city rate.
5
Go on.
pairs of shoes. You're gonna have to rank them from 1 to 5,
Okay.
but you don't know what's coming next.
Oh,
That's crazy still. Okay.
So
I like that.
Okay.
number
Go on.
1, court purple 1.0.
Ridiculous. 2.
Oh,
Wait, is it for both of us? So like individual list or
No, yeah.
collaborative?
oh wait, are we?
Individual.
Is it a collaborative?
No, individual.
Individual 2.
Do you want to do a collaborative?
2.
I think collaborative will be funnier.
Do a collab.
Collaborative is 2 or 3.
Okay, steady.
That's what we
Pick
say
one.
back.
We have to pick one
Pick
though.
one.
Let's do 3.
Are you sure you
No, I
wanna
want to. Oh,
think this is me. Are you sure you want to put it 2?
That's what I'm saying. It's funny. I did it for 3.
3.
Alright, cool.
Guys, sorry. People at home, play along with us. Should have said that. I don't know why. Go on.
New Balance ALD 991
Oh, which color?
grey.
Grey.
4. Oh, wait, that's 3. I'm saying 4 or 5. I can't lie because it's not 2.
No, but watch he's gonna do next.
I know, but
And
it's Bolu.
that one. No. If we're calculating based on what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
There's a shoe you mentioned before we started the pod, and that shoe is not better than the ALD.
What shoe did we mention?
New Balance. Just think. Use your brain.
Okay, yeah.
It's not better than the ALD.
Guys, they're trying to outsmart me. They don't know I've been cooking them from the start.
So what are we saying? 2 or 4? 'Cause it can't be 5.
4.
4.
4, cool.
Yeah, steady. Yeah, we got you.
No, I'm just trying to think which one to say first.
Alright, cool. Run.
Go on.
Cause 4.
Steady.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
One. There's no debate here.
That's fine.
There's no denying.
That's perfectly fine. Undefeated.
So no, we
Emblem.
have 2 and 5 left.
Yes,
You have 2 and 5. Undefeated Edge on the 4.
that's cute.
2.
Steady.
Cool.
Steady.
Perfectly fine.
He's gonna put a black and purple shirt there. And then
He's already done court purple. We're good.
go on.
Off-white Edge on the 4.
It's in 5.
Oh, the sale color. Oh, slap it in 5, bro. I don't really
It's
care.
actually in 5.
So what was 1 to 5? 1 to 5 is cause
Cause
undefeated.
undefeated.
Yeah.
Court purple 2018. ALD 991, and then
Yeah, and then
Off-White Jordan 4.
Off-White. Funnily enough, personally, I'd probably change 2 and 3 around.
Jordan 1 and the undefeated.
No, what? Sorry, 1 and 2.
Oh,
So
Undefeated and
undefeated will go
Cause.
undefeated will go first.
then
Cause will go second. But it's one of those ones that
don't know
they
yet.
all play similar roles.
Yeah. But you see the Jordan 4 where it's like it was produced to an extent. The undefeated wasn't. So I feel like for that limited aspect, that might be the only thing that might incline you to go, cool, that's the one. Because you know you can't.
So hype.
Yeah. That might be the only reason why you might say, oh, that's the one. Me personally, I would still say the cause is the one. But
I'm thinking about wearability.
On that one.
Yeah.
I'd wear them.
yeah, man.
No, in terms of undefeated.
Yeah. Well, because it's leather. It's leather, right? Or is it nubuck?
It's like a heavy nubuck.
Okay.
Undefeated.
It's the nubuck type of leather, but it's not leather. I don't know how to explain it.
Like mock.
It's soft to touch, but it's thick.
All right.
Jeez.
Sounds like cheeks.
Come.
Whoever you are.
Undefeated. What does that look? And in my head. Oh yeah, no.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a weighty suede.
Well,
That's cool.
I don't know about the whole soft to the touch and
It's not leather though.
It's definitely new.
Yeah, it's like a nubuck, but it's like premium material, so it's a bit heavier.
Yeah, obviously.
So,
anyways, we're gonna play this game again. I'm gonna make it progressively more difficult.
I don't know how you can do that.
Oh, I know.
But I'm intrigued. But
There's
anyway,
gonna be enough curveballs.
That's a Thierry Henry meme again.
I'm gonna have you guys put the worst shoe at number 1.
I'll be intrigued to see how you do that.
Cool.
I wanted to ask. Okay, cool. I was thinking to myself about this like a day or two ago. I'm gonna give you 4 like words / phrases, and I want you to name me the first shoe that comes to your head.
Okay.
Cool. And I'll explain. I'll ask you to explain after.
Okay.
The first word is when I say the word pandemic. What first? You guys at home. When I say the word pandemic, what's the first shoe that comes to your head?
Royal Toe.
Same.
Is it?
Royal Toe, definitely.
I remember is that picture of the brother with the bike.
Yeah.
And the shoe. Yeah.
Brother with a bike.
There was a guy with a bike, and he was trying to make he was trying to do the whole play on words thing.
If this shoe is Blue Royale, and I put this shoe on the bike, isn't that Royal bike? Oh my god!
That just took out. Remember that?
Oh, don't leave me. Don't leave me.
But it was meaty.
Oh yeah. I remember. Okay.
Don't get me wrong. There were other shoes that could have fit that bill, but at the time it dropped, we had just been locked inside.
Yeah.
And that shoe was steadily building the hype up until the point that we locked inside. And still everybody went for the crepe, even though they didn't know when we were getting out.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. So that crepe is the one that, yeah.
Okay. Funny enough, I was going to say Kentucky.
Nah.
Kentucky Dunks.
A bit further down the line.
It was still, don't forget that and the Chunky Donkey was all around that time.
And that's why I said there was a few shoes that could have made the cut. But the Real Toe I have never seen. Okay, maybe that changed now.
Do you know that shoe has so much potential?
In the pandemic, that Real Toe got the most impressions I've ever seen.
Honestly.
Discussed across the internet to the point where shoe title was trending.
Bro.
It's not regular.
Never have I ever seen so much love for a shoe.
Bro, oh my gosh, I need it. Who won? Where'd you get your W's? Somebody with their 11th hour drop.
It was such a weird time in life.
Wins because Osprey dropped it
Bro.
early as well, bro.
When I got mine from BSTN.
I got mine from SNS.
That's random. For me, I had already bought my J4 cool grades from BSTN. So this was slightly before people in the UK really knew about what was going on. So I've gone now to enter for the raffle for them. And I've got an email. Bearing in mind, drop time is 8 a.m. 9 p.m. comes, or 9 a.m. comes, no email. 10 a.m. comes, no email. I think my email came through at like maybe 11-ish.
We need to have a discussion about brands and their emailing.
Bro.
Because End
will never email you, or they'll email you 2 nights after.
Bro, it's like I've already like, cool. I know
I've accepted the L. Thanks, you told me.
Why are you now telling me? Oh, by the way, you were not selected.
Come on, man.
It's that and the time that they take. You know, I can't remember what shoe it was. It was the 380. I raffled
that
for,
meaty shoe you wanted.
I wanted. Yeah, that's another shoe I wanted for a split second.
Yeah.
I raffled
Nasty
for
shoe.
380s. Twice. Like, I'm not gonna win this.
And you won both.
I won both times, and I hadn't shifted the money. So I see, it's like when I say it's midnight or 1 a.m., I'm seeing minus 16 something from SNS, and that was the same. It was the same day that the Off-White 4s dropped.
Okay, so you thought it was them?
Michael, I was about to cry.
Oh my days.
Trouble.
I was about to cry.
Trouble.
And then I saw it again happen because I won from both SNS and End. And I saw it again happen at around 9 a.m. That was the End one.
Okay.
And that one went through. So I was like, oh, and then I checked, and then that's when I saw I won, and I lost both Falls raffles. I was so angry. I don't think you understand how pissed off.
Sliding down the wall crying.
Are you trying to tell me that's the shoe I got?
There was a whole other shoe out there, but that's the one I got.
That's
Can't believe it.
And I nearly got 2.
Two of them dangs.
That's the same thing that happened with the premium white Air Force. Anyways,
hey man.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Dumb shoe. Next,
the real yeah.
Next word, 2017. What's a shoe that comes up?
Not necessarily a shoe, but a pack comes into my head.
Go on.
I was gonna say a brand, but go on.
The 10.
Yeah, okay. There you okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
shoe. If I say the word 2017, what shoe comes into your head?
Only because energy.
Oh, the triple white one.
Yeah. Or even
The triple
blue
white
Jordans.
Air Jordan 1 high. So, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Off-white times Nike Air Jordan 1 high. Which colorway dropped first? Was it the blue ones or the white ones?
I'm sure the red ones dropped as part of
Chicago
the
was
10.
Oh, they were part of Chicago's.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Chicago's. Yeah. Chicago's. That was the first. Yeah.
What about you, Bolly?
It would have been that. Yeah, as I said, the 10, just the whole.
But what shoe?
We're going to go with the Chicago then, innit?
But then there's other shoes that pop into my mind in that kind of period. I think, if I'm not mistaken, though, this will be 2018 when the Prestos dropped.
Prestos were part of the 10.
No, they were part of the 10, but the whole 10 didn't drop at once.
Oh yeah, they did.
It came from the winter into the new year.
Because I was gonna say Prestos. If I say 2017, I think of Prestos.
But I don't think the Prestos actually dropped, or the off-white Prestos. So if you mean Prestos in general, then I hear it. But the off-white Prestos,
I'm talking about off-white Prestos.
off-white Prestos, I think they dropped 2018. We can check, but because I remember them and the undefeated 97.
Were they? Oh!
You see what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
That is
still need in
Yeah.
my
So
life.
so
Oh
that's
my
what I was thinking about.
undefeated. Do you remember the hysteria for
What's
that
the-
shoe?
What's the resale now for my size, please?
Screaming.
I still need that.
That's
shoe.
a shoe. One day we're gonna do an episode of shoes that fell off because that shoe fell off the face
Tell a
of.
lie. It released September 16th, 2021. Oh, sorry, 2017.
Okay.
But
The Prestos.
that's the white one.
Oh. Okay.
Let me see the black one.
I was one undefeated, but undefeated was definitely 2017. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow.
The black pair as well. I love that.
The
shoe.
black pair is the one, bro. I remember when shout out Daniel. Daniel won the off-white Prestos. So he went to Offspring in his undefeated 97s and came back to work in his off-white Prestos. And I was like, yeah, you know what? You completed
enough.
this thing still.
I respect it.
Yeah, you completed this thing, definitely.
Oh my gosh, undefeated 97s.
Yeah, man.
And there was the black and then the cream pair.
Yeah, man.
I saw the black pair a couple months ago. I think I was like,
Special
yeah,
crep
I
store.
still need that
Special
shoe
crep.
in my life.
I'm not
Sometimes-
sold on 97s all the time, but that one,
I feel like there's 2 real 97s that I can genuinely say have moved me.
yeah.
Like there's that pair, and then there's the Seoul, the 90s. You know the whole when they did the different city pack.
yeah.
Yes.
The Seoul 97.
The
Yeah.
black with the red and the
it's
swoosh
super-
was
yeah.
like, with
Beautiful
the
shoe.
yeah.
Crazy one.
Amazing.
And do you guys
So
remember
close
the
copying it.
the undefeated 8s? That hysteria.
Yeah.
Yo, that
Yeah.
was a shoe store. That was a shoe.
Pick up the 8.
It wasn't actually an undefeated collab, I don't think. It was just undefeated colours.
Yeah.
That mesh, what is it? What did I say now?
It was like a green and yellow.
like a mossy green.
Yeah.
The bit of the orange. Like you could tell it was that kind of
Yeah.
aura, quote
I said
unquote.
aura.
Facts. Nah, it's real though.
I couldn't think of another word to use.
Rah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Boy.
Undefeated 97 is a big one still.
I was thinking of another word, but I can't think of it.
Moving from obviously Nike and shoes that we were tied to in our past. Bolu, give us a little insight into dotswoosh, bringing back these kind of memories that they've been alluding to over the past few weeks. And what is dotswoosh?
Dotswoosh is Nike's step into the NFT space, essentially. So it's all digital, everything's all digital basically. So what they're doing is dotswoosh are releasing their Air Force One collection.
Air Force One?
Yeah, like
more like Ass Force One. Pfft, those shoes are whack. I'm joking.
Wow.
That's such an American high school joke.
those shoes are whack, dude.
More like Air Force One. Yeah, like
You're so funny, dude.
You guys are attacking our fan base.
go, Bully.
You're so funny, dude. Yeah, I know, right?
This guy's so dumb. Totally dead.
Hey, Brock, you rock, bro. I know, dude.
Okay, let's get back into it.
Get that shit up.
Hey, man. Wow.
Bully, go.
Sorry. Yeah, so it's basically going to be a collection of never before seen digital versions of the Air Force One. Each Air Force One that they drop is going to be there's two categories basically. There's the classic remix and then there's the new wave.
Okay.
So each Air Force One will be in one of those categories, and the categories are basically what type of box you get, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So there's going to be two different boxes, and so you can either choose to open or you can choose to keep your box unopened, kind of thing, and not know what your shoe is.
Okay. Yeah.
So okay, no, keep going.
So yeah, they're the way they're dropping it, yeah, they're basically dropping it like a normal sneakers raffle, essentially. Right. Where it's like everyone has an opportunity to enter, kind of thing.
Okay.
They're gonna give certain people first access, which is an EA, basically, like for those who don't know. And then after that, then everyone else will get an opportunity to cop. If you miss out, kind of thing. And then yeah, as I said, you can pick to open your box or to just keep it closed, and then that's your NFT in it. And then so like after that, they'll kind of release a gallery of like all the potential shoes, kind of thing, that was out, what you could have got.
So like Off-White 50-ish.
Essentially.
But art gallery style and
yeah,
digital.
Yeah, all digital out. They'll probably make it like really fancy, kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
But then yeah, you entering and collecting your and the NFT or the OF1, you will then be able to unlock like different benefits, kind of thing, which is we don't know what the benefits are, but that's what they've said. There'll be benefits. You'll get access to special products, experiences, etc., etc. So
I'm intrigued to see what the costing will be like for this.
that is me too.
Because it's like, well, you're giving me online content, but your brand, who I've known that I can go into a store and grab your product and buy it. But now you're telling me that what I'm buying will be online only.
Yeah.
And if it costs the same price, am I willing to pay that price?
That's
I
the
can't
thing.
say that.
Even
If I was bothered to, you know what, I'll put the snippet in again.
what currency are we using to pay for it?
Because obviously when you're dealing with
NFTs, we're doing all of that stuff again.
you pay in Ethereum.
Yeah, so
Or you pay in like, Ethereum is the common
yeah.
currency now. So
So
Yeah.
my question to the madam is, what do you think Nike's end goal is here?
obviously, I think they're trying to do like the many angles vibe. I think they know the NFT wave is there to be exploited. They know it's kind of lost its way, and if they can bring in some legislation to make it work, then they're gonna tear it apart.
Yeah.
And make it work. Because you see Nike, one thing about Nike, and I always respect them for it, they know how to chase the bag.
It's true, you know.
So if there's a bag there in front of them, let's chase it. So yeah, man.
One thing, I was watching like a YouTube like mini docu series.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat as well in case you guys want to watch it. It was showing basically the rise and the longevity of like Adidas CEO.
Okay.
Okay.
I think his name is Royster. The recent one is Royster. Basically, the old CEO that got not sacked, but he basically left in, I think it was 2021 or something. The old one, when there was the whole internet boom, he chose to keep. He had a decision: either invest in Adidas's internet and e-commerce, or invest in Adidas in stores. Nike's CEO invested in e-commerce and he invested in stores. Right. And that was one of the reasons why Adidas has fallen so far behind. That one little, because Nike caught it at that point.
Yeah.
So they basically rose with everything.
Yeah.
but he caught onto it a whole lot later and had more products shifted into stores. But obviously, as e-commerce started to come about, the whole convenience thing, you can order everything online.
And you can't predict the pandemic. When that happened, online was the only way to go. So
no, this is ages ago. This isn't.
No. But I'm saying like,
yeah, early internet. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so I'm saying like, even like the effects aren't short term. Basically, they're long lasting to the point where like, even moving stuff from A to B, if you're not doing something online for as long as somebody else, their thing's gonna move way quicker than yours. Now you're playing catch up. So
basically, the whole video was how Adidas basically nearly regained the whole 2015 to 17 era. I'll put
it's
it
interesting. I can't lie. I'll do watch that. Yeah.
But I feel like bringing it to this, I feel like this is a thing that Nike are doing again. This right now, we are at a point of cool NFTs, ChatGPT, all of this stuff is now coming in. You need to catch it at the right point, or you're gonna get left behind again. But
in the same vein, you don't want to be too early to the hype and waste money waiting.
Yeah,
because if you think of it like
it's such a tricky,
like Mount Everest.
Yeah,
you don't want to catch it at the bottom of the
or even
the
a
peak.
wave. Think about it like a wave.
Yeah, you don't want to catch it like the peak of the wave is here.
Yeah,
you do not want to be here.
Otherwise, you're getting plummeted.
Because you're then waiting for the journey to get there. Don't get me wrong, invest from grassroots, all of that good stuff. But if you're looking for the bag and you're like, cool, let me get it here, and you have everything set up. So that's why, obviously, and we'll get into it a bit later on, where Nike's first acquisition, after their recent acquisition, so for example, Converse, and a few other, obviously, brands.
That's also in the thing was one of the reasons why Reebok failed for Adidas. But yeah,
right.
Go on.
Okay.
So obviously, Nike's acquisition of RTFKT is a big reason and a big pointer to like the kind of direction they wanted to go. I feel like, and we're gonna get into this because
it hasn't blossomed yet, but
it hasn't, but it shows intention. So some stuff like, how do I explain it? Adidas, in that aspect, seem to have invested just beyond the peak, maybe like about here.
Yeah,
this is what Adidas are. Nike were like, cool, let's get in about here. We see there's sense going. We see the direction of positivity. Let's not invest where we don't know what's happening. Let's invest here, and then when it gets up there, we're gonna be there. Like we will be there. You get what I'm saying?
Go on.
You could argue, that with Adidas investing up here, they've rid the wave, and their perspective on the wave is so different that instead of it being a come up, it's let's bring other people in. If that makes sense.
Now, it's more expensive to do that though.
See, this is one thing I was wondering.
Okay, cool. To explain it to me and put it, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I like explaining things in football terms because it kind of makes sense to me. So right now, you'll talk about Nike is we have academy players, players.
Cool. So
let's develop them.
Yeah.
And now Man City, aka Adidas, is like, you know what? Let's just buy everyone when they're at Mbappe level, even though they're expensive.
Let's say they are like
basically Nike,
Barca, for example.
Let's
bring together we have pieces. Let's
hone the resources together.
Yeah, and let us use them, and let's bring in some two pieces here and there.
Nike are Brighton with UCLs.
Go on.
So have you seen the way Brighton are acquiring players?
Yeah.
You brought Matoma out of school and he's hooping.
Yeah.
He's making guys look silly.
Yeah.
That guy is a winner.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
They basically brew players.
Yeah, like
they know how to buy at the right time.
Yeah, they've got like the academy of like a Chelsea-esque, but then they've got the running of a Brighton,
Real Madrid
and the success of a Real Madrid.
Yes,
it's all rolled into one. So they're getting these hit points, and where like, for example, if you buy in here, you're not a dictator. You're playing the game.
Yeah.
Here, you can still say, okay, cool, I'm here. Now, I like the way you guys are playing the game, but I want to do some certain things. And as things are growing, people become accustomed to the way you want to play the game. Here, the rules are set. And you're buying that high price.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Are they back there? So this is where, let's say, at the point where Pep really started to enforce the tiki-taka football.
Yeah.
So not only are they up there already, but they've done something also to keep up there and to like and create
know
longevity
what?
with their older.
I like this analogy, and one more analogy
No,
that
but
everyone
it's
will
really-
will probably understand. Cool. So I have a Panda Dunk. Hear me out.
Go on.
I have a Panda Dunk, and I bought it at retail.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's say, for instance, the price is rising and it's going to hit 500.
Okay.
You bought it in at 500.
Thank you. So you've paid the price
We'll say
for
450.
No,
Because it's going up. It's still gone
Okay,
up.
cool.
It's still going up.
There's still potential for it.
Yeah,
Let's-
okay,
let's
let's,
say-
let's say I bought at 300.
Okay, let's say 700 is peak.
But retail
I
was
bought it
90.
at retail.
Yeah,
You-
no, we'll stick with
Go on.
500. You bought at retail, I bought at 3 bills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's still, we know we're still getting to 5.
Yes.
But it's not the same.
But it's not the same
exactly, it's
because
not the
I
same.
bought in earlier.
Yeah, of course it's not.
And now they
no.
have limited the
Yeah,
stock.
You bought in at a better time than me.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
let's say you bought in at a restock. I bought in earlier.
Yes.
I bought at 3 bills, and you bought at a restock. And it was retail.
Yeah.
And then when I sell it, and I can be flexing my RM saying that, yo, I've got my big watch, I've got my big face. Like, you're still like, like, I can use that to like, fund my petrol or something.
Yeah.
Like. You get what I'm
I
saying?
made more profit off it.
Yeah.
Because I bought
you
it
were early.
earlier.
You get it? And this is
Whereas
the whole
you
process.
didn't- yeah, go
this is the
on.
whole process of buying the dip.
But then also with that, yeah. So let's say you sold yours at 5 bills. I'm
Yes.
still holding mine. Not sure if I'm gonna bang it now, or if I'm gonna keep up. So it's either I sell now and I only make 2 bills profit, or I hold on. It either goes up or it goes down. But I'm too deep in because of what they've done.
No, but then see where that's the problem. Because regardless of what happens, obviously in this scenario we know what the peak is. The peak is 700. Yeah. If E-Man sells at 550 off £90,
Yeah.
he has made 410 pounds profit.
No.
Oh, sorry, 500.
300.
Wait,
Mathematics.
sorry.
no, what's the-
£90.
Yes.
550.
£90, 550s.
440.
460. 460 plus
460.
90.
Sorry,
Yeah.
460. My bad. Sorry, I had a moment.
460
It's
plus
460.
90 is 550.
It's 460.
It's just the way. Why did it take so?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But then, yeah, you're spending £300 to get in. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know the peak is 700, so you release at 650.
Yeah.
Your profit is 350. Yeah?
Yeah.
I've made more profit than you over that period. I can already go ahead and reinvest in the next trend. You're still waiting on what's happening with this.
but-
And the risk is you don't know what's going on. So the way you're speaking like you know what's going on. But in reality, if it goes down, which it does sometimes, your security at 500 that you're saying, oh, let me wait it out, can become a 450. And your profit goes down from 150 to 100.
Hey man, you know this is the game we're playing.
Yeah, I
No,
know,
I
that's
agree.
yeah.
But
It's
that's
the
why
game.
like when we look at Adidas compared to Nike, we always think Nike get into the market at such a good point that they can afford to do things and invest properly and do things at a rate where
And
in
everybody
comparison to
wants,
Adidas, it
everybody
seems
wants to
rushed.
work with them.
One thing we have to appreciate Adidas for doing though is getting in the first place, because those are only 2 brands that are inside right now. If you think,
I get you.
It was like, as you were saying before, with the e-commerce situation, Adidas left it too late.
Yeah.
And we've seen the repercussions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only are Adidas in, they're also going a different avenue compared
Yeah.
to what Nike are doing, which will potentially become more fruitful because of it all depends on how their story develops.
See, and this is where the thing is as well. Like obviously, with the brands that they have now acquired, because they acquired what was it, Bored Ape.
oh yeah,
That's who they're working with.
this is what makes
And
so much sense.
Nike have chosen to go with Artifact.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Yeah.
those are 2 of the biggest probably NFT brands
Yeah.
that existed or exist at the moment, right? But I think, and obviously we're gonna get into this now, Artifact have the better foundation, in my opinion. And I feel like because it has a better foundation, they have more longevity to them. So yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what's going on, because I felt like while Adidas got into the Web3 market at a very good point, I feel like it was a little rushed. I feel like because they saw that, oh crap,
Explain
Nike
Web3.
acquired. Okay, so Web3 is basically the marketplace where NFTs exist. It's basically that kind of
Internet Explorer.
it's-
eBay
yeah.
for NFTs.
essentially.
it's a lot deeper.
It's
than that.
it's not just that's the layman's terms.
Web3 is essentially like it's the dark web, but not dark.
It's the digital web.
It's outside of the control of the regulations. Of,
Yeah.
the powers that be.
So it's a digiweb.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
digiweb.
lot more advanced. Like it's more. It's from my understanding, it's like those who are operating on it, it's like the lessons that have been learned from like having like a torrent or like using the dark web kind of thing have been, and using just the normal internet, have been taken as if try to create like the perfect connective space.
Okay.
So I've kind of just brought up like a Google definition just so like you can just give that out as well to kind of shore up Bully's point. So Web3 is an idea for a new iteration of the World Wide Web, which incorporates concepts such as decentralization, blockchain technologies, and token-based economics.
So it's a mix between
a search engine
and
a marketplace,
and NFTs and all of that stuff.
And NFTs, you pay
everything
via,
incorporated.
Yeah, you pay via tokens being Ethereum.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So instead of paying by credit card and stuff, they have NFTs and everything inbuilt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, everything's run by crypto and all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
it's outside of, it's again decentralized from the World Bank and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Okay, that makes
Gold
sense.
and all them good things there. But so to wheel back, obviously, because we've just been talking, but not.
Yeah.
Don't know. Essentially now, where to start? Artifact, big up them, because they have officially released their. Well, they haven't released it yet. They have announced their collaboration with Nike. So what is happening is Artifact are having a forger event, which is where you essentially buy the NFT, and it gives you access to them obtain the actual Nike silhouette of that NFT. There are 10 colorways. At the time I checked it, the units were ranging from 60, so obviously are very rare, to 4,182.
Okay.
So
It's very precise.
still rare, but it's like not as rare kind of thing.
4K is still very rare in terms of worldwide, but yeah, go on.
But like compared to 60, like that's
Yeah.
But and the prices were ranging from like 6 Ethereum, which was at that time $11,500 to, and this is buy now price kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
To to 0.258 some kind of Ethereum, which was like $495.
So we're talking like, to put into context for people, entry point is Tiffany Air Force One numbers.
Pretty much, man.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But it's like when you think about it, these shoes are more rarer than the Tiffany Air Force Ones in the first place.
Yeah.
True.
Because it's like 60
So,
made.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's it.
I've got a general question, and
Far away.
I don't know if this makes sense. Cool. So as we all know, the sneaker market is dying in a sense.
Yeah.
Resale market is dying. Do you feel like with the incorporation English?
Yeah, incorporation is the word. I don't know why you were struggling to
Yeah, I
get
know. My brain said it was wrong.
Incongentility.
Hey, man.
That's a Leicester. With the incorporation of like NFTs and all of these and Artifact and all of this stuff, do you feel like in the future how the resale market is dying will be that will kind of be the boom of the resale market for the future? I hope that makes sense.
Yeah,
I get the
feel
question you're asking.
It will definitely, because it will kind of, if you ain't got a real NFT with it, no one's buying anything from you. If that makes sense. Because obviously in the future now, what we were saying in the last time we spoke about NFTs was like brands will
use them as forms of receipts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now if there's no, I ain't got the receipt, because you should have the blockchain that comes with that shoe, and if you don't, then there's red flags, because you, like, for those who are purposely out there trying to buy authentic shoes, they're not going to be buying from you because you don't have the authentication.
So let me put off Iman's question. I'm going to put together like a little scenario, right? I managed to cop the shoe from Artifact. I've been a long time buyer of the Artifact pieces, and I've been buying from them before they even blew up. So now they've been telling me, you're a very valued community member. We're going to give you a chance to buy this individual product. Cool. They're like, it will cost you 6 ETH. Or so let's say 4 ETH, for example. Mm-hmm. Right, cool. So I paid 4 ETH, got my NFT version of the crepe, and I've got the crepe, right? I'm like, well, I don't really wear crepes. Like, it's cool in that. Man can look at it's pretty, but like, I want to sell it. I sell it through StockX. example, just to discuss points in it.
You were also in trouble.
Select free StockX
might be replaced by OpenSea.
So now my thing is, yeah, if you sell it through StockX, the way StockX have it now, you send your shoe to StockX, and StockX will send your shoe out. If I send my shoe to StockX, how do they come back to me and be like, well, we need your receipt for purchase?
They will have to figure out a way to cohesively receive the shoe and the.
They can't even check if their original shoes are real. Are you sure they can check NFT codes? Just the question.
God damn.
Because this is the problem. Like these stuff that are gonna come into the market are gonna be high value products with a lot of obviously thought and process put in behind them. And I'm not saying it'll be easy, but how easy or how difficult will it be to make a fake a blockchain, fake like the whole. Do you get what I'm saying?
I have no clue how easy it would be to, but I feel like if it's not easy now, someone will figure out how.
Oh
to
yeah,
do it.
definitely.
That's the way market works, isn't it?
Yeah, someone will figure out how to do it, and then someone has to figure out how to counteract that, and then someone then has to come back and counteract that.
So basically, bots.
Yeah, and then we're back into the bot versus
human.
So bots never end.
No, they just keep leveling up. They're ahead of a chat GPT.
Bots don't stop; they keep going.
No, but I think it's interesting though.
Yeah,
I think it's
have
an
you seen the
interesting
silhouettes? You see
Some of them are cold still.
which ones? What ones do you like?
Let me open up the
They all
list.
have different, they all have names on it.
Do you know what the funniest thing is? As we spoke about it 2 weeks ago, what do they all have on them? 3, 2, 1 lightning bolts.
Lol.
Ian Connor.
But
We
this is-
No.
Firstly, it's actually not a lightning bolt.
I know.
It's a blade.
It's a blade.
Yeah.
It's got the iconic.
So
When that
so
when
you're-
that
so
acquired
you're trying to
artifact,
it's got
the
the
logos
shine.
were Tick, SB, Converse, and the artifact blade.
So you're trying to tell me
I think it's
in
SB. But I might be wrong.
you're trying to tell me people on Twitter were saying that what why do you say kill for the shoe in the Cortez ad and now Nike included blades? Hey Nike!
I don't know what you were cooking with that one. I'm not going to say that.
They got the Nike
I know it's bare
on
dumb.
the shoe.
Do you know what? Yeah, they're not that difficult colorways to achieve.
I'm sorry, but they all look like bipsters. I'm so sorry.
I think that's the funniest thing.
The thing is,
I think that's the funniest thing. That's such a troll.
They all look like bipsters.
Well, I mean, apart from the Murakami DNA ones,
Yeah.
obviously Murakami is going to collaborate with them on certain parts of the shoes, which I think is quite wavy.
I remember one of them. They were saying that you have to have a certain DNA to be able to access the shoe.
Yeah, because this is going to get so techie. Basically,
Analogy afterwards, please.
I'll think about it. Basically, you can buy Bored Apes or you can buy artifact tokens and you can kind of edit your things as you go along. So, for example, I'm going to use the example of a house. You can buy an NFT house from Artifact. No, sorry. You can buy an NFT individual from Artifact, right? Now, your NFT individual is walking around the place, quote unquote, exploring the nation, whatnot. My man needs a yard. So you can get yourself a little HomePod as a Artifact add-on. In your HomePod, you can then bring in things like footwear, you can bring in course pieces, any little things around the Artifact market, basically, you can bring in, but they can upgrade with these like DNA packs. So you can have these DNA packs, and these DNA packs are expensive. You can sell them on, but
Like DLCs.
having them, you don't know what they're for. They don't tell you what they're for either. For months, people have had these DNA things, and some people have held on to them, some people have sold them. Now we finally realized what's going on. You remember when I sent you the thread of people sending matching Air Force Ones with Artifact versions?
Yeah,
Probably,
I
yeah.
remember
Yeah,
that,
so that was them kind of showing what people, potentially what might be going in. If you sold too quickly, sorry, innit? This is your doorway gone.
Do you think the NFT market is still booming?
So what?
It's still booming. Like it's still big.
It's not. It's big. It's
not
not
as big
booming,
as- yeah.
but it's big.
It's not like
it
with the
needs
hype
it needs a
from
new
before.
direction.
I feel like
100.
during lockdown and everything, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, NFT! Oh, I have bare Ethereum. Oh, and then the market. I think the market crashed, didn't it?
Yeah, because obviously cryptocurrency just took a drop. Bitcoin dropped. Ethereum dropped. Recently, it's picked back up though. Like I sold all of mine.
And
But,
people were here having monkeys as their. Anyways,
Hey, but
one thing with the shoe though is that Artifact have ensured that all shoes have the most premium of materials.
Of course.
Paint work, everything.
In terms of the real ones.
Bro, the lowest price one is £400+. You've got to give me the best.
And it's like with
true.
one of the shoes, I think it's either like it was either called Genius or like Villain or something. It was like the black one basically. It looked like the Vlone.
I think it's this.
Yeah,
black and red
Genesis.
one.
And it's like they, the guy said that they used the darkest black paint in the world.
That's nuts.
And it's like, it's the same black that they spray on cars. That's what they use for that leather.
That's a hard concept, I can't lie.
So it's like, I had to respect it still.
That's real thinking.
You really, really, like, like if you read through, if you go on the website and then you actually read, each shoe has a description of what they actually use.
I can't lie. I'm not trying to be that guy, but none of this sounds ethical. None of this.
I can't lie. The way Ethereum's mind isn't ethical. So people had like a whole fit about that at a point. But at the end of the day, if you start doing ethical, we're gonna be here for a long time, and you won't be in any place.
We had that whole thing last week. Can you be ethical and
a millionaire?
Yeah.
Like it's not sustainable. You gotta choose one.
Yeah.
I think I like the undead pair. I mean, it would have been funny if they included like a bit of a orange outline to get the undefeated. That'd be quite funny. Okay. But the undead is cool.
Yeah.
I think the Genesis is like very like practical, very wearable.
Yeah.
It's one of.
I like the human one.
Human one's cool.
I think the color's nice.
I like the robot. I think the robot's like, it's just robot gives me SB Pigeon vibes.
Yeah, it is, exactly.
Yeah, so I kind of like that. The human, I'm not sold. It's like Tiffany but white.
Like, no, it's not white. That's cream.
Sorry, cream.
But it's if you click on it, yeah. Are you on the docs or the actual?
I'm on
website?
the docs.
If you go on the website, if you click on it, they swap they show the swoosh side.
Yeah,
it does look a lot nicer on the swoosh side.
Okay.
But
robot's quite simplistic.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about all of this stuff, but
you know what it is, yeah. I don't think think about it this way, yeah. In the gallery, right? You want the most brazy pieces in your gallery. As a footwear wearer, you don't necessarily want the most brazy crepes on your feet. If you're an NFT buyer, invest in an artifact, you're deep, and people come to your home pod, going back to the home situation again, and they see the artifact crepe spinning in the gaff. What? You're clouted. The shoe that had 60 pairs made, and you copped one of them, and it's just spinning your gaff. No one can steal it from you.
because it's virtual.
Because it's do you get it? Unless you choose to sell it, or you give up your blockchain details.
Man, them are gonna start doing it with watches.
Hey man.
But then now think about that. You come out of the virtual reality and you look in your real world and you actually see the shoe next to you as well.
Yeah, see that one there, it's a bit brazy though, because man can pull up on your house.
Yeah.
But it's like for example, think of like bear bricks, think of like cause pieces in your gaff. Yeah. It's that kind of aesthetic. I don't expect anybody, tell a lie, I don't expect everybody to wear the shoe out. I know people will. Like people want to flex it.
We're going to see a video with someone creasing them.
Oh, facts. Just to bend it on camera.
Yeah.
But
for views.
If it's made with premium leather, maybe it'll bounce back.
That's it, can't brand.
But yeah, man, like I feel that'd be interesting. And I feel like Artifact and Nike, it just makes sense. Like even when they announced their collaboration back in the pandemic, I was like, this is a good acquisition. This is good business. And then,
do you feel like inevitably this is gonna take over all of sneakers? Like in the future, you're gonna buy a Nike shoe and it's gonna be £300 retail, but every shoe you buy that's from Nike comes with an NFT.
This is what we were saying before on the NFT episode. I don't know, like guys, dial back to
that
the
episode.
NFT
Was a good episode. I learned a lot personally.
We were saying about stuff. That there was a lot of predictions in there, but we were saying the idea of using NFTs as a receipt. Yeah. So a digital chain. So for example, because obviously we've got the crap in front of us. Yeah. I got an SB Jordan 4. When I bought this Jordan 4, I got it from Offspring, but it came with a Nike NFT code. I register it and register myself as the owner. Step number one. E-man's like to me, hey bro, you don't want those. I'm like, hey man, just rise £400 for me and I'll sell you the shoes for £400. I sell the shoes onto E-man for £400 and E-man then takes ownership of the NFT certificate, right? Then Frank comes and Frank's like, E-man, like, you don't want those shoes like that.
Yeah.
E-man's like, you know what? I'm in a good spot right now. I can release it off to you for 300.
You see how we didn't say Bolly because Bolly
Because Bully's not 8.5. It doesn't work, man.
8.5.
Bolly's a size 15 gone.
So
Try to violate me, but I'm literally just not that size. Anyways.
So we sent it off to Frank now for 300, and then Frank now has the previous list of owners. He has me, you, and himself now. Similar way that
Offspring.
with
And you're forgetting Offspring as well.
the retailer it came from.
And you and Offspring get a cut from however much you make.
Yes.
So NFTs are a pyramid scheme.
Yes.
Oh,
So you
it's
technically.
getting worse.
So like obviously that was just a theory that was kind of floating around in
yeah.
it, but it would be interesting to see how that kind of will work. And obviously, out of all of that, Nike will still get their cut.
Yeah.
So that's like their way of buying into the resale market.
Essentially.
they start reselling themselves.
Exactly.
They just make P's off of people reselling.
Okay.
Make money off of the NFT.
And I don't know if you guys have seen our episode of London Sneaker Club, but Ryan, the owner, was talking about when they acquire certain shoes like SBs, it's from a small group of people that can verify that they got those crepes from certain people.
Yeah.
It's a similar thing. These crepes now have digital receipts that these are the owners. And you can, if you want to, contact the owners and say, did you own this shoe?
Yeah.
Or at least know that it was owned by somebody. So there's a chain of ownership that provides the validity of the shoe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Because I was saying that to say, in the future, do you feel like £300 per se? Because, you know, if it was to speak to people older than us, they'll say, original ones back in the day were £70. Obviously, as inflation and everything starts to pile up, the economy, everything, shoes start to get now. We used to pay $130. Pre-pandemic, we paid $130 for Air Jordan ones, $135. Now it's bumped up to what, 170? I can't remember. 165.
Yeah,
165.
That kind of area.
Obviously,
for GR, sorry.
yeah, for GRs.
165 for GRs.
Yeah.
Fours are now like, this is 205, but fours are around
Fours are
200. 180, 200. Cool. So, do you feel like, so dumb.
This makes me sick, man.
In the future, it will get to a place where 300 will be the normal price for a shoe.
No.
It all depends on how the economy goes.
Exactly.
To be honest.
Because the economy crashes, I promise you, once those shoes that are listed for that certain price point are done, Nike run the risk, or brands run the risk of, if they keep their prices that high, they stay in the designer market and people just find alternatives.
Yeah. And we all see her. We all know how designer shoes go.
Do you get it?
Everyone will go back to Vans. Yay.
Low.
Tell Vans to start making more shoes, man. Get in the lab. But
No, I hear it. Go
yeah.
on.
So I think obviously where money is financially right now and where the economy is, it's not sustainable. So we're gonna see a reduction. Will that reduction include a reduction in the price of trainers? I couldn't tell you. Depends on production costs.
Do you think the economy will burst?
I think so.
And when do you think it will?
I think we're about,
Obviously, this is not financial advice.
economically speaking, from my degree, I want to say
Pun intended.
facts. I didn't study politics and economics for jokes. We really did this. And obviously analysing the 2008 housing crisis.
Okay, we get it. Go on.
You know what? Seriously speaking, it's actually more cost effective to rent at the moment in certain places than it is to buy your own house.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So we're getting to a point where it's actually unsustainable to own property. That is a massive discourse marker and a massive pointer in terms of where the economy is going. You're telling me I can't live in a house?
Hey.
That's nuts.
It makes more sense to rent a house.
And people are, obviously people come and say, oh, but come and move out of London. We know why you live out of London, bro. There's a reason we want to live in London and why you live out of it.
Yeah.
London is becoming a social experiment for
facts.
rich people.
Facts.
How
So
high can we push these housing prices?
So I feel like the bubble will burst, and I feel like the government, obviously depending on who's guaning, will pick up the pieces. They have to, and if they don't, everyone's done.
Because I was thinking, do you feel like as our parents have adapted, we've adapted in terms of price we pay for different things. Do you feel like the economy is like everything escalates, and then we start to gradually adapt to it. So like, let's say milk is like £2.
Yeah.
Okay, no, let's say milk is like £5. Because
Okay.
£2 is actually now. Let's say milk is like £5.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, obviously every April people's salary goes up by a bit?
Not everybody's.
Not everybody's.
And I feel like because not everybody's goes up, that's where the problem
The
lies.
thing is, not
That's
even
the
if you
disparity.
go up, it doesn't go up with inflation.
Inflation, it just goes up.
Yeah.
So, for example, inflation might be 10%, but they'll give you a £2 pay increase and say, hold
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Or even-
Oh, power, it adds up. Oh, you might go from 28k to 29 a year, for example. That's not enough because now rent's increased, inflation's increased, everything you're buying that you find a necessity has gone up in price, but you'll pay. So how can I cover necessities with less money? Effectively.
How can I buy shoes with less money, guys?
How can I lose when I already choose?
Like,
Right. So yeah, man, like it's not sustainable. And honestly speaking, I feel like where we are in the economy right now, this is the peak. This is the worst it can ever get. Yeah, we are about here.
yeah.
No cap. We
We're
are
very
close.
close. We are painstakingly
We're
close.
touching cloth right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is gonna get serious.
Yeah.
So I feel like if nothing changes in this country, because don't get me wrong, the government are definitely peddling parts of this. You should be able to be confident enough and sensible enough to put energy companies in check when they're increasing prices the way they are. Putting companies to bat and saying, you have to increase pay by this much. We'll give you a subsidy of this much because you can afford to do it. You can afford to fund other things that don't happen in your country.
It's not
I'm
even-
not gonna speak about what they
No,
fund.
I'm not talking about that.
Go on.
Pandemic. Everyone was getting follow.
The furlough is what we're paying back now.
I know,
Yeah,
but
furlough
it's
was
the
such
fact
an
that
intense one.
it's the fact that people were like, okay, cool, yeah, here's more money.
I'm gonna give you guys some homework here. Go and research what the UK and I guess the British government or English government, whatever you decide to call it, Westminster, contributes to foreign aid. Some people in the places they're contributing foreign aid to, don't get me wrong, they do need it. But
Some of them.
my mom told me a phrase. She said, take care of your house before you take care of others.
Yeah.
Your house first, bro. You're out here sending 300 millones across the border to somebody. And people are homeless.
Madeline McCann is still getting that direct debit.
Hey, 100 mil.
That is
Madeline
that is
McCann-
money laundering.
Madeline McCann is
You're
still getting that
laundering
direct
money,
debit
man.
from 2007.
I feel like, one day, yeah, we need to storm number 10. And
It's
get
not even
them to
that.
open the
I'm
book.
surprised that there hasn't been a crime watch yet.
Oh, for real, bro. Oh, or was it a panorama?
Yeah.
When I saw the
Panorama.
Instagram page, I actually started crying. I said,
saw
you know what? I don't blame you. If that's actually you,
Yeah.
and this is the angle you're gonna come on, say nothing.
Respect.
Not shouting your parents, making an Instagram and telling people follow up. I hear it, bro. Social capital.
Sorry.
I hear it. I hear it.
Threshold,
I
threshold.
think that's me. What?
Hey,
Fair enough, bro.
She look just like me.
I don't know if you guys saw it. Yeah, there was the video of the ambulance guy in somebody's house, and their camera recorded them taking money off like the dresser.
Yeah. Bro, that's the state of today.
I hear it.
Bro, that's the state of times today,
Because
bro.
when you deep it, they're probably gonna have to pay for parking for where they put their ambulance.
Don't
themselves.
actually finish me.
Can
And
you imagine?
insurance
I'm
too.
joking.
Lol.
You think I'm
Can't you see
joking?
this sign?
Lol.
It's like double yellow
You think
line.
I'm joking?
I'm sorry, sir, but you can't
Petrol
park
prices.
your car.
Sorry, man. Just covering petrol. Petty money.
Can you
Sorry.
imagine? There's so many.
It's so sad that is today's environment, but the government, especially the Conservatives, being in charge for as long as they've been in charge, anything that they wanted to peddle has gone from bad to worse, bro.
The company.
You see, when you have like 5 years and like somebody else comes in and they switch back, it's like balance. You know what I mean? Like Labour, Conservative, all Labour, Conservative.
Right now.
But we're Conservative. Like
Right now,
we are
it's Chelsea,
fighting for our life.
Right now, it's Chelsea with managers. You're actually getting progressively
Bro,
worse.
Yes, we
every assignment does not understand the assignment.
Yes.
We're in trouble. But you know what?
Let's-
Somebody who maybe to an extent has understood the assignment. I'm gonna move it back to Web3.
Thank you.
And bring it to the other side of the pond.
Yes,
Obviously, we're
sir.
talking about Nike. We're gonna bring it to Adidas.
Yes, sir.
So Adidas have also recently announced something that I believe they call alt.
Bolo, yeah.
ALTS by Adidas.
That's
for
right.
that.
Alts, mate. I don't know. We have to ask the man them.
Yeah.
How you pronounce it? If it's got a pronunciation.
Alts.
But yeah.
We'll do the alts
So this is Adidas's not second, but their third and final venture into the metaverse.
Yeah.
You understand? Cool. So this is like a sort of an interactive storyline where you basically you have a character which you give them. There's 8 different traits to pick from, and you give your characters traits.
I think you should talk through the traits because I think the traits are kind of cool.
Who's that Pokemon?
Hello.
And then each trait kind of.
Are you a Charizard? Are you a Squirt? I'm joking. Go on.
Each trait shifts kind of what benefits you get from Adidas and like surrounding the whole LTS system. So there are 8 traits. One is strikes, which is for like those who are looking for football stuff. Sprints, which is for like runners. So people that actually use the actual Adidas running app as well. They should go for that sprints character. Hoops, basketball. Thrills is people who like video games, or people who are actually in like that meta space in the first place. Amps is for music lovers, so people who want to go to music and events. They get priority, or not priority. They get stuff.
I say O2 priority.
I mean, Adidas and Moncler did the event.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
the concert type thing, so you know, it's topical.
Yeah.
Soles is for that's basically us, footwear, sneakerheads kind of thing. Decor, I can't remember that one.
Okay. Go on.
But let me. It's on the thing there. Collect Adidas.
I said the final one's called Drips.
Drips, yeah. Drips.
What's that one about?
Drips is fashion.
Right.
Fashion.
The fact that they call it Drips is hilarious.
No, I was intrigued because obviously Souls versus Drips.
Yeah,
like, that's why
they separate it.
Yeah.
This is more for like the apparel as opposed to strictly footwear.
Can you be more than one?
No, you have to pick one trait.
Man's trying to be Drip still. I'm not really feeling the Souls thing.
Fairs.
From Adidas.
I don't see Adidas apparel is actually good.
No. In terms of actually, no.
It's not that we're gonna get away from
actually, no. Jerry Lorenzo. I'm going for Drips. I don't know what forward he's not putting out soon.
Wait, hold on. I swear he had something on the 14th.
Apple's 19th.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad.
Some point in time.
I guess Jerry Lorenzo is bringing out something soon, but sorry, back to you, Bolly.
But yeah, so taking part, you just in general you get different benefits. So you get exclusive access, you get exclusive or early access to physical and virtual products. So like with the whole thing that Artifact and Nike are doing as well. You also get you get access to tickets, events, performances, etc., etc. So maybe you get to see Alicia Keys in virtual space. Some of us saw in real life.
Hard.
Come on.
Alicia Keys, Cleo Soul and Sims.
Oh,
£0. Real.
£0, 0 pence.
Real.
Three of them.
With a live band.
Come on.
Steady one.
Did you see Salehi? I saw Salehi.
Oh.
Some people didn't see Salehi. We did. Anyways.
I was also going to say, just before you continue, alt refers to alter, as in alter ego. So maybe you want to go into that world and be somebody completely different. It's really up to you. Choose a personality that you might want to see in your other life. You know, some people are like, in another life, I'll be like a police officer, or I'll be like a football player. Like, feed into those other storylines that your life might have. Do you know what I mean?
Be who you want to be. Be
For your
who
pride.
the person you look in the mirror wants to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, man.
You also get co-creation opportunities on Adidas products.
I think that's really interesting. But is that more of like a Nike by you, or is that telling me that I'm going to collaborate?
No, it's probably a Nike by you.
Okay.
It depends, because I'm pretty sure they already have customizations.
Do they? Oh no, tell them that they do.
Yeah, so
a little.
like
Yeah, like there will be like little tweaks, like obviously text on some trackies and whatnot, or hoodies. They have like color changes as well, so you
They're
can
saying
like
the same
implement.
thing that Sports Direct does. Come on, man.
It's customization though.
Okay. And the final bit that I wrote down, which I think is the most interesting, is you get a stake and a voice within alts within the ecosystem.
See, how big is my stake?
Yeah.
So is it like a Discord chat with multiple members?
Is it like
and then
medium
fight for
rare?
my life?
Is it rare?
Do you know what? It might be well done. There might just be too many people in it.
It might be a democracy and everyone just votes on different things.
Could be overdone.
Could be, but
Well, you know what? Actually, spinning it back to Artifact before we go back into Adidas and Web3. If you guys have been on the sneakers app, I think you will know, especially towards the back end of last year, Nike asking a lot of Air Force related questions, and people always assume that the Air Force questions they ask are related to the Air Force that they might release for like Air Force Day or like.
no, it's related to dotswoosh.
Exactly. So when you said there was two categories, classics, and the new future,
new wave,
yeah. They're gonna tackle both sides via this kind of artifacts dot swoosh venture. Artifacts might take care of the more futuristic stuff, and dot swoosh might take care of more of the retro classics. But it'll be interesting to see kind of how it builds.
I feel like it's gonna be strictly dot swoosh.
Okay,
it'll probably be a thing where the new waves will just be like, just
quirky stuff.
Yeah, quirky stuff that they've designed, haven't released yet, kind of thing. Could be something that releases in the next 3 years.
Grateful Dead Air Force One,
for example, like something like that is
just different.
You know how there's obviously the 18-month thing.
Yeah.
Time. It could be stuff that's in the design house that hasn't been produced yet. But here, take an NFT of that. You hold that.
Fairs.
But then also, so going back to the whole dot swoosh, do you feel like cool? So as we would talk about the rollout with the dot swoosh and how they had the different Air Force Ones, everyone voted for different Air Force One and sneakers app.
Yeah.
Do you feel like obviously this was kind of around a little bit delayed, but still kind of related to the whole Air Force One
anniversary? Yes.
Do you feel like they will follow the same or similar suit with another anniversary? So, for example, the 4th anniversary is coming up in a couple of years, or even 3 anniversary kind of thing.
See, this is where market segmentation comes in, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to be smart as to where you place certain products.
Okay.
You don't want to have a clash. So you could decide the 4s route might be the way to go. But if they're like, well, we've pushed 4s, we're pushing 4s now. In the Jordan 4 anniversary year. Because I'm going to keep analysing this, but I don't know if Nike care about anniversaries the way collectors care.
I don't think they care in the sense where, let's celebrate. I think it's more, let's get the money.
I don't feel like they pushed enough product during the Air Force One anniversary. Because
I was saying this before.
The conversation we had with Scopes before he came on the pod, like a while back before, was okay.
Big up Scopes, man.
Q3
every time, man.
Honestly, big up Scopes. Q3 type of times is when we expect the biggest, heaviest push for Air Force Ones. Cool, we got GRs, but we didn't get anything that wooed me. We got a LV Air Force One, we got a Tiffany Air Force One, but Tiffany Air Force One came in 2023. LV Air Force One, the price point is too high for me to feel it.
Still you though.
Of course, but what I mean is where was the middle ground? Where was the collaborations for collectors who are in the £200 mark?
Billie Eilish.
One shoe. give me 10 off the rip.
Okay.
I didn't even get the teased what's it called? Fusion Force Ones.
They were never gonna.
That would have been a cool concept to like kind of explore. I feel like that could feature in dot swoosh. But it was a cool concept to explore in the Air Force One anniversary. If you do it later and it's like, well,
yeah.
No, I definitely hear it.
It falls out of context.
Yeah, but let's go back to Adidas and obviously speak about them, man. Because we speak about Nike a lot.
I do, regarding the whole ALTS or alts kind of like thing, I feel like it's, as I was saying before, like I feel like this is, Adidas have gone on the route of, instead of pushing the product or pushing like or the whole Web3 with related to a product, they're pushing it related to an experience. And as we were saying before, like Adidas they are really good at creating experiences for their community. So pushing this into that experience is just like diving deeper into it kind of thing. So like, I feel like this is the best route for them to grow that sector and then finally bring it back to a product.
You see,
as opposed to jumping straight into giving us a product like Nike did.
This is where business is booming.
Go
so, like Iman said, I like my money tangible.
Tangibly!
In my pocket. You know what I mean? So, if Adidas are going around this experience route, people aren't paying for the experiences. Well, I mean, down the line, maybe they'll start charging people for the experiences. Yeah. But as we know it, from what we've experienced, they haven't charged people for experiences.
And don't charge people, because I love the free stuff.
No, but now, as a brand who's seeking to make profit, it's all well and good catering to the community, giving them kind of to an extent what they want, creating these experiences. Yeah. These never forgetting, these moments that people never forget, right? But you see Nike, Racks only, bro. You bring me the money first and build a community later. You see all of these sneakers days where they'll be dropping product. But last year and the year before, they decided, let's go for the community now. Let's kind of build that. We've got all of the people here for the product, but let's build the community. You bring the money in first. People will still wait because they think there's a chance.
But then now, with you saying that, the first 2 drops from Adidas were money. They sold out the Bored Ape collection NFTs. That was racks, bro.
But then you again, because you said that they're willing to build a community. I think because, and obviously this varies, but because both Artifact and Bored Ape have communities who have a high affinity for the product they're producing.
Yeah.
Do you put that down to Nike or Adidas, or do you just put that down to the community they got involved with?
Wait, so the Bored Ape community?
Yeah.
That's based on Bored Ape. They did that themselves.
Exactly. Yeah. And it sold out, you could say, for the most part, because of Bored Ape. When it came to like signing up here, for example, buying the Adidas NFT at the time, I'll be honest, I did not have an OpenSea account. I knew what it was, had an idea of the NFTs, did some research and understood it. I still get access on NFT pages to this day because I was doing research. But I wasn't ready for the drop. The people who were already in the market were ready for the drop.
Yeah. But you could say the same thing with the Artifact drop as well.
No, I agree. And that's why I'm saying, do you put that kind of experience and that kind of community aspect where people sold it out on Adidas and Nike, or do you put that on the communities they got invested in, which are Artifact and Bored Ape?
Definitely the communities they invested in. So now Adidas now investing back into that community. Like, because obviously this is a lot of the stuff, when I was going through it, it was like, to even access, to burn into the system, they called it burning in. Right. To burn into the system, you had to have a...
That is not ethical.
You got to burn some ETH in it.
Is that a Easter egg for what they're gonna do with the Yeezys? Anyways,
listen, burning in, mining. Oh man, these men are killing us.
You had to set up a wallet.
It's so dumb for that wallet. Easy.
So now I've had to go around asking my friends,
how do you make a wallet?
No, they said, there was an option for, okay, what do you do if you don't have a wallet? And they said, these are the wallets we accept, kind of thing. So you can just make one. Yeah. So I went around, asked a couple people.
That's the best one.
Yeah, obviously, big up, blessing, crypto go getter girls. Love y'all. Big up Harry as well for the help. But it was like, I had to then go out to basically force myself into the space. Right. So it's like, me now throwing myself into the space, and now I'm going to become more interested in NFTs naturally because of being in that space now. Yeah. As opposed to how I was a couple of days ago when I was just like, I knew about it, but I like my wallpaper wall. Like, I like to be able to feel my art. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like, I wonder though, like, could you print out NFTs?
Probably. You could take a screenshot and print it, bruv. It's not unscreenshotable. It's not like Netflix when you try to take a screenshot, everything goes black.
Hey man, that watching Netflix on your phone taking a screenshot issue is so annoying. I want to get a caption. Bro. Like, have you ever tried this?
Oh my
You don't watch Netflix, do you?
I don't watch Netflix.
Oh my days.
I be trying to get a caption of like a phrase or something. I be watching like, what have you watched? I watch random shows sometimes. I want to get that caption, that one there.
Oh, so you can't, that's interesting. So you can't screen record Netflix?
Nope.
No.
You can't screen share, you can't screen record.
That's interesting.
It's solely for your phone. So you can be on FaceTime watching Netflix and the other person on the other side does not know you're watching Netflix. Apart from the fact that your screen's now sideways.
Yeah.
So. Oh yeah, like I know they also do that when you're trying to screenshot a password.
Yeah.
It comes up
it'll blur out. Yeah.
This is when?
If you go to your password now and try to screenshot, it'll come up blank. It won't come up with
any passwords.
I think so.
I think it's in the key thingy.
Yeah, in the keychain. If you try and screenshot your keychain, it comes up blank. But that's what happened. I think Michael was trying to show me a password to something.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Michael, I can't see it.
And I was like, what are you talking about? It's in a screenshot.
Yeah. But yeah, go on, Michael.
Yeah, man. I just think like, obviously they've invested, Adidas and Nike have invested in the two best communities to invest in. Yeah. Two brands with a pipeline and a story. One of the things that I was doing like a couple of years back when I was looking into NFTs was actually looking at why people invest in them. So I like joined like these groups on Discord. I've left like quite a few of them now. But
weirdos. Go on.
But I'll join them, see what really makes it tick, innit? And like, it's little things from you wake up in the morning, everyone in the chat saying GM, good morning. They've made their friends. It's like, how are you? Like, what are you working on today? What's time difference? Like, it's just like communities, isn't that? Which is honest communities.
Yeah.
Like same way that people.
Good luck on your raffle.
But it's what isn't it? It's what it is. Like the way the community interacts, it's just like a group of friends, really.
Yeah.
It's quite a big group of friends, and that is why, like, obviously you'll see different layers. The people that know each other and are familiar, obviously long-standing members. Think of it like to attribute it to what we know, the offspring.
Yeah.
You've got the panel, you've got the soul family, like people that kind of interact with each other within the comments. They make little sly jokes, but they're just friends. Like that's how it is. So where Adidas and Nike have invested in these communities, you can see just how much of an effect these communities have, and how much Nike and Adidas will both benefit from investing in them. So even like, for example, when Nike do like a Pata collab, Pata have their own community.
Yes.
Pata produce so much stuff, from actual like productions, that sort of stuff, to music, to the communities they have, and like blogs, like different layers of things. Nike have seen that like levels of community and be like, do you know what? Pata's a great band for us to invest in. Let's do it again. Let's work with them again. Let's do something new. Let's give them more shoes. So yeah, man, like I feel like in terms of the way they've invested in like the communities, I feel like they've done a great job in choosing the best communities to invest in. Because there were other communities out there.
100%.
It's not that there weren't, but those are the best ones, and I think they deserve what they've been given in terms of funding and to be able to kind of execute these. Because NFT is an expensive business.
100, man.
Expensive
That shit's
business.
fucking expensive. Yeah.
With that being said, though, do you feel like Web3 is the new face of like sneaker innovation?
It's an angle.
It's an angle that could take over.
Yes.
Could.
Whether it be face, I can't solely say yeah, because you have to think of it still. The trainer community is strong.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm not drawing out anybody when I say this, but the NFT community is wealthy. Things aren't cheap out there. 6 Ethereum is how much?
11 bags.
Big racks. I'm not talking about you guys that go and spend your 160 on kicks. These guys are spending 3,000, 4,000 on a regular basis to be able to get pieces for their gaff online. Bro, the market is different. And I feel like dotswoosh and the artifact stuff is market segmentation at its finest. Tackling the bottom of the market, bottom quote unquote, where the producers or consumers like us will typically be.
Hang around.
And also the top of the line.
Praise God.
Not for long, praise God, but
Please.
the top of the line, artifact, Bored Ape type level stuff, where these men are happily spending
Listen,
3,000,
the
4,000, 5,000.
The bottom of the chain where people are going and reselling red funders, and the top of the chain where people are going to resell Yeezy 2s and Yeezy 1s on a regular basis, and they're getting that type of inventory.
They're the ones picking up the lobsters.
Yeah,
Yes, man.
They're the ones
Special
picking up
box.
special box lobsters.
in
Yellow.
bulk buying them.
Yo. Yeah, man. Those are the men that can afford to do that. So
Yeah.
obviously, seeing the way Nike and Adidas as well are segmenting the market, they understand that maybe Nike more so, that the market is vast and you can't get everybody to convert from A to B.
Yeah.
So you got to bring
Especially
sometime
with-
B to A and bring A to B. Bring product to the guys who are buying all of this kind of stuff online and only getting like the non-fungible tokens, so the token versions. Bring them something real.
Yeah.
And for the people at the bottom of the chain, let them understand what these NFT buyers buy. Let them understand that not everything has to be real. Some stuff can be digital, and it can be worth it.
And those who gravitate to it. Those who don't.
Exactly. And then along the time, the market will gradually move. People move up and down the chain. Be like, oh, do you know what?
Things start to fare out.
Do you get it? So yeah, man.
Get your money up. Know your funny.
I mean,
Hey,
me
man.
personally, I want to see Adidas close the evidential gap between Nike and them. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping this angle bangs. Honestly, I'm really hoping this angle bangs.
The angle can bang, but it still won't close the gap.
But not okay. I'm not saying
When you say
necessarily-
close the gap,
I'm not saying like cool, like oh NFT is gonna make Nike and Adidas like this. But cool, if you say they're like this right now, in like a couple years they could be like that. If this patterns, I personally think that's what I want to see.
Okay.
Obviously,
okay,
the
you know
ideal
you want to see
situation-
it, so let's.
The ideal situation for me would be head to head. They're both at the same level, because at that point in time is where you'll see like the best sort of like that's where
you see. That's where you see Man City, Liverpool, 99, 100 points.
Yeah,
like
you're gonna.
I guess
you're gonna see balling. You're gonna see innovation, and then New Balance at the top because
I would say Arsenal City, but Arsenal are like 8 points clear.
I was gonna use UCLs, but nobody's called UCLs, so
Fez.
Yeah, man.
Like you like when I say
like
City,
United, Real Madrid, prime football type of
yeah,
vibe.
like
Real Madrid, Barcelona, Clasico.
Or let's make it easier. World Cup finals.
Ooh.
It can work, but it's a very World Cup finals are so weird.
No, the latest World Cup.
Okay, the latest.
Yeah.
Okay, if we're going with the latest.
The latest?
Yeah,
Say it like them.
World Cup final kind
because
of
we got to what 3-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had penalties.
Yeah.
I hear it.
See,
I hear it.
Yeah.
But that's on Adidas in terms of silhouettes and stuff.
Yes,
like
I feel like we still expect innovation on that side because if you guys are going to be giving canvases to Bored Ape and to the alt side of things, then we're going to need to be able to make things.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, a superstar on the forum just won't cut it. We just need more. A Stan Smith is actually self-explanatory. It's literally a Stan Smith. What more can I do to a Stan Smith? I can't think of much. Put frills on it. That is not a Sean Weatherspoon.
See, this is where,
so we need something new.
I wish Ye didn't go the way he went, because a Yeezy type, like
nah.
collab. You don't think
A Yeezy Bored Ape?
I feel like it would definitely.
It would work.
It
Sorry,
would be
don't misunderstand me. It would definitely work.
Yeah.
Would I be sold on it? No. I'm not sure.
I feel like if they did it well, you would be. You would be.
Just because, like, I feel like to do that, Yeezy would not exist. And let me land before you guys come and start talking. I mean that to say, if Yeezy brand was Yeezy within Adidas, as in, I was helping to produce silhouettes. They were all Adidas made silhouettes from the jump. I didn't come out with my own silhouettes as Yeezy. All of them are Adidas based silhouettes. Then of course, it's a much stronger collaboration of, cool, I'm coming from Bored Ape to Adidas on these Yeezy made silhouettes, engineered by Yeezy, for example.
But the fact that there's a different entity in,
do you get it? Now it's now freeways.
Now, now it makes it.
Do you get it?
Alright, cool.
So it's not as from the brand.
Like, yeah, I not to harbour on about it, but I guess if we're really going into details, Adidas still own it. But that's if we want to be super big, but Yeezy's still a company, so it's just messy. It's just so messy.
So they need to have their own shapes, and I guess the community might help with that.
Do a young gazelle, or just give us something completely brand new.
Just give us something new, man.
We know it. Nike are so far ahead. So there's
Bro,
no point.
You know what it is, yeah? Nike aren't even just far ahead, but they're far behind as well. When I say that, I mean the depth of their catalog that they have not touched in years is ridiculous. I just can bring out something new, and that could be like,
Here's a Vomero.
here's a Sunder. Oh, you like the collab, yeah? Alright, cool. Well, you're on Presto's back.
No, it's not even that.
Is deep, man.
Right. You've Gazelle, Samba, what do you call it? Gucci. Oh man,
I wish I had
Louis
something.
Vuitton Air Force in your face. They will dunk on you.
Hey man,
with a Louis Vuitton Air Force. What can you do?
Even imagine a Rushy Run Sakai.
Oh, chill.
Like they could really just step in the bag
to stay in the grave that they were buried in.
And wrapping up today's episode, guys. I just want to get your opinions on a certain shoe that might have been rumored. This is the last thing we'll talk about, guys, today. To wrap it up, the Union Air Jordan 1. Some images have surfaced. Thoughts?
You know what, yeah? Okay, that is crazy. And I'm putting that in isolation.
Okay.
Because that looks crazy.
Cool.
They I don't know what they were thinking. Was it a Quai 54? Was it a Future Woven?
Yeah. Was it a Footscape?
I'm not sold.
It was a mistake.
It was an error. I hope that's like a actual a custom.
Yeah.
That can't be the real thing.
Oh, I hope this was just one of the them UAs from a factory that was just
what was that SB High Bodega? It was brown, and it was made out of like a what's that, baseball mitten?
Yes. Yeah, it's that woven kind of style.
Yeah.
Is it? Was it? But I think it was the Bodega SB. No,
See,
Bodega.
there's even Janoskis in that kind of style.
Yeah,
I'm just not sold, man.
Bodega Dunk High.
I'm
Bodega
just
Dunk
not sold, man. Like
Searching.
the shoe just looks meaty, man. Like
It's not it, man.
it's not a good
Oh,
shoe,
your
man.
Wi-Fi's off.
It's not a good shoe.
Bodega Dunk. I think it was a Bodega Dunk High.
It's not a good
It was
shoe,
brown with like, yeah, it's just poor. I'm sorry if that's what you're going for next. The fall off has been real
Just keep it. Make a
because
new one.
you came with the AJKO, huh?
Nike Bodega Dunk High.
I was right. Yeah.
It looks absolutely appalling, bruv. This brown with
Yeah.
What a fall from grace. The Union J1s, Union J4s, Union Dunks. You've gone down the route of Union KOs, Union 2s,
Union
and these
Cortezes.
and then you've brought these Union 1s.
I just hope this is a joke.
I hope it's a minor joke.
I'm hoping it's just a delayed April Fool's.
Yeah. Because, bro, I'm not sold.
The he.
Hey, man.
Meaty.
But, guys, I think we've come to a good point to wrap up the pod.
Yes,
so
We have.
I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Today's episode of the Stockroom Podcast. Thank you for listening. As always, make sure you like and subscribe.
Do that.
Tap in with us on social media. You
Yes,
know,
please.
the relevant social media is in the description via the Linktree link.
Just open the description and just scroll. It's right there.
And also tap in with us on our personal platforms. We're always doing things that I feel like you guys might want to watch. Might be entertained by. If it's E-Man's rants or E-Man's car vlogs in the car. Could be me out and about. Could be Body on tour, doing whatever.
I'm outside.
Yeah, man, just tap in with us and, you know, enjoy what we put out. And I hope you learned something from today's episode, because today's episode, it was very informative, I think, and it was very educational. So if you guys don't understand about Web3, I feel and I hope that you guys took something away from this in terms of knowledge.
Go and research, learn with us.
Yeah, man. And tell us something in the comments. Tell us something new that we didn't mention, or something. If we were wrong, correct us,
Please.
We're actually here to be corrected.
Yeah.
Because as the space grows, we want to be as clued up about it as possible, and we can only do that with the help of other people. So, guys, same way we're tapping you with what we know, tap us in with what you know, and then let's bounce around ideas.
Cool.
But yeah, man. On that note, guys, it's been a great pod, and enjoy your weeks. Until the next one, we out.
Goodbye.